Okay, YouTubers, this is Rock Robster here. I'm getting ready to make a slight modification to one of Dave Canterbury's snare wires here. As you can see, I got it together here, and I'll show you how I modified it a little bit here. Just wanted to show you my little area where I do all my work on all my bushcrafting. Went out, happened to look at my dad's house today, and he cut down a bunch of maple trees, little saplings. Got myself a nice new little, bow for a bow drill, and a nice new straight piece for a hand drill. I'm going to let these dry a little bit before I play with them. I still got two others that I've been using forever. Some various little books here, Military Survival Guide, that was kind of neat. The Shooter's Bible. Oh, various flint knapping books. I mean, I got a whole bunch of flint knapping books, things like that. Alright. And then, here's more stuff over here. Cotton balls, matches. This stuff here that Dave used, this Murray's Pomade. This was tremendous stuff. I took it out this morning and tried it. I got some cotton balls in there, and I took a Ranger band, or, as most of us would use, a bicycle inner tube. And it seals it pretty well. Now, it's a task to get it on there, but once you get it on there, I threw this thing in the water, and I left it there for an hour while I was over at my father's house harvesting that wood there. Never got wet. Leather, just various items. Here's a little pin that I made. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the pencil. That's all compressed wood there, and once you turn it down, it gives it a nice little shape there. Alright, well, I'm going to get started here on these... Oh, almost sat on a cat. Alright, move your ass, cat. Hold on here, folks. I'll be right back with you. Alright, there's my backpack. It's loaded down full of my gear. I took it out this morning. I made some pacing beads there. Let me zoom in on them. Now, most people put their pacing beads, when they make them, they just put, pacing beads on there. Now, I am a flint knapper first before I'm a bushcrafter, so I always add an arrowhead or two to just about everything I have, because if you lose all your knives, you know what? That obsidian right there is just as sharp as any knife. And a lot of times I tend to grab this before I grab my knife, just to save my knife, because if I break this rock here, big deal, I break it. As I'm out there running around bushcrafting, I am always on the hunt for a good source of flint, or chert, however you want to say it. Now, this is going to be from Utah, of course, so it's not going to be here in the Missouri area, but we do have Burlington, Keokuk, things like that. On these snares here, come back over here, set you guys up right here. See if I got you in the frame. Okay, that looks good right there. Move your ass, cat. Always got a cat in the damn way. Okay. You've all seen this. Dave did the same thing. Now, he used a keeper clip. What I use is actual cable clips. These little things right here. These are actually hold little cables together. Let me get the frame here. It's got a little, you can put two wires through there. Okay, so you can see that. Alright. And then on the other end, they got a stopper. They call it a stop clip. Now, technically, when you put these things together, thread one on here for you. I'm using 16th inch braided wire, and my dogs are trying to kill the cat. Hold on. All over my stupid sandwich over here to my right. Okay. Braid that on there, put you a penny in there. Now, he showed all this on his website as well. This is where I got it from, but as I was standing there, I decided I didn't want to spend the money on the keeper clips that he bought. For the same price, I got 12 of these for what it was going to cost for like 4 of the keeper clips there. Alright, you got the penny attached there. Like I said, Dave showed how to put all this together, but with my modification, I'm going to show you how to put it together real quick. And then I'm going to back off, and I'm going to, as you can see, I got a nice big loop there. I got my one piece right here. I'll just pull it down into the loop that I want. Okay, everybody can see that, right? Got your penny attached. Now here comes the fun part. If you can't afford the clip, the crimpers that obviously I can't afford either because I'm a common man just like everybody else. My wife don't like me spending money on anything other than household items, so I always have to go cheap if I can help it. Regular old pair of Lyman's pliers here. Now this is aluminum, so it's going to take a little bit, not much, but I like to put it on the desk since my desk is metal, and I really bear down on it with both hands because I don't want them to come out. I really want these to stay, so I'm going to stand up and get a little bit of pressure. Okay. Alright. Now, it's got a 200 and some odd load limit. I don't exactly remember what the load limit was, but as he said, you could catch up to small coyotes, things like that with these things, but I don't ever make them big enough to really try and catch anything like that. I made these about 1.5 feet. I didn't go the full 2 feet because I only want to catch rabbits and squirrels. I really don't care about catching anything real bigger than that. It's usually just me, and I don't eat a whole lot anyway. I end up giving most of my food to the dogs. That's why they're underneath me growling right now. Alright, now to the other end, the modification. This is the only thing that I've changed. What I've done is I go ahead and loop it on here. Okay. Right, everybody's seen that. Dave did the same thing. Pretty much, universal. But here's the part that I modified. I took this little pin right here. It's called a stop pin, or a stopper, or whatever you want to call it. And I braid it on. Now normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to run these all the way up to the end of this clip right here. And then you butt them together and you pinch them off, and that's what actually technically holds this cable together forever. Now, you don't necessarily need these. This is just an extra safety precaution if you were using this for, I don't know, say like you were holding up a house or something. You were trying to hold up something heavy with it. And since we're only going after small animals, they ain't going to put enough pressure on this thing to break it. So onto my modification. And it's really simple. I take it, I run it right up to the end of the wire right there. Give myself maybe an 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, just depends on what you get there. Put your pliers back on it and give it the same force that you gave the crimper. Okay. Now to explain this modification, which I think a lot of you are smart enough to figure this out. Everybody's smart enough to figure anything out as long as they look at it long enough. Grab the wire drops here so I don't lose any of these little things. Okay. Now, while you're out in the woods, everybody obviously knows you're using this as snare wire, but then you also have to attach your trap and your wire to it. So instead of looping this over and trying to attach a wire to it, I left this on here the way it is. You can actually run a small knot on there and put a little half hitch on it, and it ain't going to come out of that rope. So that's the modification. Hope you all enjoy that modification. I'm going to post it here shortly so that you all can see it. I'm also going to tag it so Dave can see it too. I want to kind of get his opinion on what he thought about it. So there you go. Slight modification. Cost me, I think it was $6 for the wire, $1.37 for 12 of these. So